Alright guys, so we are headed back to the house. I gotta catch up with Dad. My father-in-law. Still doing a test. I actually turned the volume down to 3 on the Zoom H1N. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, just got through eating with the family. Now going back to try to help my father-in-law work on my sister's car. She's been having a coolant leak. So we'll just a quick little zip home. A lot of this is just a test to go through and see if I can get the audio sounds to where it sounds pretty decent. And riding around, because, you know, any chance to ride's a good chance to ride. Come on, Washington. Let's see, currently I'm at 1,959 miles on the odometer, so almost 2,000 miles on this bike. And what are my overall thoughts? on everything with the bike. Pros and cons. Overall, I love this motorcycle. The Moto Guzzi V7 850 is a gorgeous bike, specifically the special. That's the reason why I went through and got the special. It's a great looking bike. It's in a class by itself just because there's not too many standards that are out. There are some ones that are out there, I'm not going to lie and say there's none, but there's not too many that I would put in the same kind of class for overall style, power delivery, and features that I wanted. Right, still loving the 5.5 gallon tank. I can go through and get 250 to 300 miles per tank without having to worry about filling up, which is nice. Even if my light comes on, I have about another 70 miles before fill up. So it makes it to where tourability on this bike is really up there. I haven't done too much stuff to the bike to you know, for modifications. I've gone through and I've put on the Mistral exhaust. I've done just recently I did the dark Marlin fly screen, which I am really enjoying. The grip puppies, I do have a set of clutch and brake levers coming in next week, I believe it is. They should be in next week. They go through and replace out the stock ones just to get a bit more adjustment in there, make it to where it's not so far of an extension to go through and hit the clutch or the brake. Color paint job is that? But yeah, no, altogether it's been a dynamite bike. This is my first new motorcycle that I've bought new, and hasn't been, you know, pre-owned or used already. So that's been a different experience. We bought the wife's Rebel 500. We bought that one new, but that's not my bike, that's her bike, you know, so going through that side of it. And I've definitely enjoyed my experience at the dealership a lot more than her dealership. Like, I love my dealership, Erico Motorsports in Denver, Colorado. If you guys are in the area or wanting to look at bikes, they got Triumphs and Ducatis and Moto Guzzis. They got Vespas, Piaggios. They got they're a great dealership for everything kind of European. So I definitely enjoy my dealership. As for the pick up and go on the bike, it's great. I don't know, like I said, I just kind of love everything about the bike. The braking, it could be a little bit more braking power on the rear brakes particularly, but also in the same sense I haven't had any problems with doing any stopping. I would like to go through and upgrade all of the lighting all around to LED, which is available on the 2021 V7 850 Stones and the Centarios, whatever. Those ones do have the LED lighting all around, which would be nice. But It's a simple enough upgrade that even if I did have one of those, I'd probably go through and change the housing for like the blinkers and stuff like that anyways. So I'm not upset that it doesn't have that on their stock. Gives you something to do with the bike, something to make it your own. So hands down, after almost 2,000 miles, would I recommend? Absolutely. Even if it's something to where it's not necessarily your cup of tea, I would still recommend for you to just test one out, do a test ride. If you have a Moto Guzzi dealership available in your area. They're just great, fun motorcycles. Wait, can I go this way? Yeah, I should be good. If I could list any cons, or if I need to list any cons for the bike, I don't know if they speak for the bike in general. I can tell you the things that I've run into on this bike that was taken care of either by me or the dealership. One was, there was an upgrade to they did have to do a flash update to the ECU. Can I see if a car is coming? They did have to do an upgrade to the ECU, or not an upgrade, they did have to do a reflash to the ECU, which they took care of that probably 2 months after I bought the bike, which adjusted some of the characteristics for the fuel, and did fix some stuttering that I did have on the bike. Ooh. Wish I would have dodged that pothole. Manhole. There is a little sluggish stutter right around 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs that can happen occasionally, and I know a lot of people go through and point to the fact that, oh, it's you need to do the evaporative canister and like remove that. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Is this light going to pick me up? I hope so. Looks like it. The biggest things that I see in a lot of the comments are, oh, it doesn't have the fuel gauge. I mean, you're not running with a little 2.5 to 3 gallon tank, so you're not having to constantly worry about it. I use my trip setting right there, and I know that once I start getting about 200 to 225, 250, that I need a refill. And as I said before, even if the light comes on and says, hey, you know, fuel, even with that, I can do another 60 to 70 miles before I need to fill up. And I live in a city, so I'm never more than like 10 miles away from a gas station. And honestly, most of the time, I'm never more than like 2 miles away from a gas station. Let's do a little bit of Riverdale Route. Just because. That'll get us up to 120th. Oh, and there's my gas light. So there we go, and I still got about another 50 miles, honestly, on this before I need to fill up. But I will fill up probably tomorrow. Finish it all off, we're going to go through and get some higher speeds just to see what we can do. Just because I'm testing the sound for the motorcycle sound, my separate microphone, seeing what it can do. I got to put it through its paces. got a Jeep behind me. The slowdown's going to be up here, so. Alright guys, so this, like I said, this is not really a crazy motorcycle vlog or anything like that. This is just out getting around, riding, testing out some audio levels and stuff like that. I will still put this up. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything with the bike or anything with my audio setup. Hopefully this comes out really well though. If not, I need to go through and do some more research and figure out what I need to do to maybe get less wind noise on the motorcycle audio bit. But hopefully this all worked out beautifully and you guys get to hear the rums. But, yep. I'm gonna wrap it up for this time though, guys. Until next time, this is Dream Reaver 23 reminding you to ride happy. I love you all, appreciate you being here, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.